Hi, I'm Carl Lucci with the I Refuse to Fail Partnership. And we have a partnership where we have some great people in there that know a lot about a lot of things, and that's why they're here. And they're also very giving people. And so I want to introduce you today to one of our great partners. His name is Oleg. Oleg, introduce yourself.
Hello. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for having me. I'm Oleg Moskalensky with the Productive Computer Systems, PCS for short, and I've been in IT for about 4.5 decades. It's been so long I don't even use years anymore. I just use decades. And I do IT and everything underneath it in terms of web stuff and lately AI. So basically, I help small businesses do much better than they're doing by using technology. That's the easiest way to describe it.
Okay, well, great. And the whole reason why we do these videos is we distribute these on LinkedIn and other social media platforms every month so that people get to know the better people out there that do what they do. And I will tell you personally that, Oleg has helped me tremendously in our website and other things. And he really is quite knowledgeable in AI. And
Thank
he
you.
may not even admit to all that himself, but he is quite knowledgeable. But Oleg, how long have you been in the IT business in general?
I started in, like I said, it's been over 4 decades, in mid 80s basically. And initially I was going to be a drummer. I wanted to be in music and I wanted to do nothing but music. But then I got interested in this one game, and then I took a class so I can play the silly game on the computers in school. And this was a programming class, and I noticed a couple of things. A, I really, really liked it, and B, I was pretty good at it. So that's kind of where the whole thing changed from being a musician to being a computer guy, and I've never stopped ever since. But that's how it started.
Okay. And as an excuse me, as an IT person, not only did you work with computers, I'm assuming you've worked with different softwares. And I know personally that you've developed some pretty cool stuff to help businesses out. Is that correct?
Yeah, I develop a lot of basically my forte is to develop custom applications for businesses. And so I used to do it in the corporate world for a while, and then now I'm doing it on my own. And the idea is to create software. These days, I do everything basically based on the web, so you don't need any kind of downloads or installs. All my stuff works by just going to a URL. And so the idea is to create software that would be specific to a particular business because every small business can use technology that's indisputable. The problem is if you look at companies out there, they all have IT departments to handle all their needs in terms of software, hardware, and everything else. Small businesses don't. And it's not because they don't need it, they just can't afford it. If you look at the salaries of programmers and web people and things like that. So my concept was to take what I know after all these years in IT and bring it to small businesses based on what they can actually afford and they need. So the solutions I provide are very custom oriented, specific to what these people need because every business is different. And so in my view, the solutions should be also very much congruent with what they actually need and want. So that's where usually I talk about synergy between myself as an IT person and the business at hand, because most that's one of the biggest problem in my opinion with IT folks out there is not all of them obviously, but a lot of them is they design and develop software based on what they think it should be. They don't look at it from a user perspective and they don't look at it from specific needs of the business. The problem is it's almost catch 22. The business people don't know what could be done with technology. I'm talking about small business. The technology people don't know the business itself. I mean, every business, like I said, is different. So what's happening is when you combine the two and the IT people get to know what the business actually is, and the business owners obviously know it best, then you have this synergy going where you have combination of both IT savvy coming in and the business needs and knowledge of the business itself. Then you can create some potent solutions, and that's what we do.
Okay. Well, and you know, and I've already experienced a lot of that myself, and I've also talked to some of his clients, and Oleg is just, to me, top notch when it comes to this stuff.
Thank you.
And he's been a great I Refuse to Fail partner. And Oleg, what is the best way to reach you if somebody wants to get a hold of you?
Just go to my website, pcs-works.com. And right now I'm in the process of rebuilding it. And it's going to be launched literally here in a couple of days. The problem was it's the usual situation where I do a lot of stuff for other people, for my clients, and kind of neglect my own stuff till the last minute. And then I decided my website was a few years old. I thought, no, I need to change it. I need to make it much more modern and capable and stuff. So it's going to be a much, much better website coming very soon, but it's still going to be pcs-works.com, and that's the best way to get a hold of me.
Yeah, and I'm going to guess that a lot of this is going to be AI created.
It's some of it. No, not, I
Yeah.
mean, a bunch of it will be right, but not all of it. In terms of the idea and design for what it's going to be like, it's all me. I usually, one of my favorite self quotes is use AI, but don't forget you have a brain. So that's why I encourage people to absolutely use AI 100%. But you need to definitely keep an eye on it and see what it's doing. And just like Claude, when you start up, it says AI can make mistakes, and it does. So you need to be careful with that.
Okay. Well, and he also has the ability to do a little bit of editing with video. And probably you're going to see on the lower third down there a way to get a hold of Oleg. And I
Yeah.
encourage you to do that. And you can reach him directly, or you can go to IrefuseToFail.com and attend one of our events if you'd like. And he's usually at every event. And so, Oleg, I really appreciate you doing this. And we'll try to get the word out about you and what you do.
Thank you, Carl. I appreciate it. Take care.
All right.